Hi guys, and welcome to Marek Connell English. My name's Marek. I'm a CELTA qualified English teacher, originally from an area called Waterloo in London, but I've been living in Valencia in Spain for the last 7 years. During this time, I've helped hundreds of students improve their English. I've taught people who wanted to pass job interviews and get work abroad. I've also helped to prepare people for English exams. For example, the Cambridge exams, IELTS and Escuela Oficial. Over the years, I've noticed that most language students make very similar mistakes. Very often they're the same mistakes. So with a background in design, I've used design to help me capture the typical mistakes that students make, and instead of constantly writing these things on a board, I use a computer and a monitor to show students very quickly the rules and the mistakes that they're making. I also use my English wall, which is behind me here. So let's look at a few typical mistakes that students make. Students often say, I like eat, or I like eat chocolate. We never say just a verb after love, like, hate or prefer. It's always I love eating, or I love to eat chocolate. Or students often make the mistake of putting an adverb here. I love very much eat chocolate. No, I love eating or to eat chocolate very much. If you want to speak about quantity, you can say I like a lot of chocolate on my biscuit, for example, or I like a lot of very interesting films. If it's a conditional sentence, then we say I would like, and then you only have one option. I would like to play football well, for example. With my method, I also focus a lot on pronunciation. So, for example, one of the most common mistakes that students make all the time is when they're talking about this. So we don't say mountains. As you can see here, the O is really an A sound. The U here, it's the Spanish U. This is to help Spanish students. It's an U. So it's maun. The A is white, so we don't pronounce it. And this I is an English I sound. It's not an I sound, it's an I sound. So mountains. And this is the way we always say it. On a mountain, you're on one mountain. But if you're surrounded by mountains, we say in the mountains. And it's always in, it's always the, and it's always plural. I'm in the mountains. Now, if you are in a mountain, then you're actually inside a mountain, maybe in a cave in a mountain. And this is how we always say it, to go to the, always plural, to go to the mountains. Maybe if you live next to Everest, you might say, I'm going to the mountain, and it's clear what mountain you're going to. But normally if you're going to a range of mountains, we say, I'm going to the mountains. On the topic of pronunciation, it's not mundane, it's mountain. It's the same with this word. We don't say captain, we say captain. The A is not pronounced. And we don't say fountain, we say fountain. Okay, so I hope that gives you an idea of how I teach. And if you're interested in classes, please feel free to get in contact with me. Thank you. Good luck with your English.